Welcome, friends. Happy QiTanYo Day. Today is indeed a beautiful big full moon. I was just driving in from a long journey last night and I got to experience the moon beginning to shape. And I woke up this morning around like 5:15. I had my alarm for 6, but I was just like up. I looked at it at 5:15, 5:19. I was like, okay, I can just cozy up a little bit more. And then I was like, oh, it is a full moon. I wonder when it's rising. And I checked it out and it was 5:19, which was rather beautiful that many of us might have this connection with the moon. Hence, yourself, Devin, here. Also, you're in the full moon phase. Yeah. So with honoring the full moon, just saying a few things about it, because I really love that we get to align and synchronize in some of these classes, particularly with the cosmic alliances and cosmic happenings. And as much of our practice also includes heaven and earth, cosmos, and our planet here. So I do want to honor the full moon today. And one of the things in the Western astrology, it's said to be on the Taurus sign. And Taurus represents a lot of home and stability and sturdiness, beauty, just pleasures of life, what we prefer to have in our lives. And in the Vedic, in the sidereal astrology, it is in the Aries. And Aries happens to be also very much of, I want to say more of a grounded action taken sign. Takes action, creates the visions into happening. So there's a beautiful balance that's happening with this full moon of really bringing our visions into a grounded space, really allowing, seeing if we can cleanse, clear, and let go what is not in alignment with our vision, so that we can take stable action, we can take solid action towards the things that we want, essentially, and nourished action, I like to say. So that's one of the things we're celebrating today, we're attuning into, and in our 5-element Qigong, we are also in tune with our wood element, particularly our liver, which also aligns with the theme of letting go, releasing, and this virtue of forgiveness for ourselves, for the things in our life that we have not known any better and perhaps perpetuated or repeated or became a habit, or for another in that way, to perhaps just contemplate and be curious about what it means to forgive, what it means to let go, so that we ourselves create a new story of what kind of reality that we want to create. There's so many realities happening. There's so many parallel realities happening, and we just get to tune into the ones that is aligned with our own values. So this is the intention of this full moon. So I want to invite you to just take a few moments and begin to drop in. Taking care of any last moments, any bells, any comfort that you need to give to yourself. And just take a few breaths in the natural waves of your breath, allowing your body, your soma, your energy, your mind to just settle into this moment, arrive. For the next just about 75-90 minutes, we'll be journeying together There's really not much to do but to receive and flow together. So see if you can just rest the planning or what has happened, and see if it's possible to be present in this time that we carve together. Present with your breath, present with your body. Giving permission to what is arriving with you here. What are you welcoming? How is your body feeling this morning? You're just being real with it, and noticing. And taking some intentional breath to the parts of your body perhaps needs a little attention. Little opening this morning. Sending some love to your belly, your liver, on the right side below the rib cage. And anywhere else in your body that needs a little bit more greeting, hello, attention, sending your breath. And we get to slow down a little bit today, just slowing down just a bit more. Attuning to our cosmic happening with the full moon above and the earth below. Checking in with your heart also today. How is your heart feeling this morning? Inquiring within, what is it that you may need today? How do you need to hold yourself? What does your spirit, your soul may crave, may be thirsty for? And with that, I'd like to invite you to bring your palms together, creating the chi, the prana, life force. And really let your palms just rest over your eyes for a moment. And then let your hands really drop, drip anywhere in your body that they may want to make contact with. Maybe it's your throat, your heart, maybe in your back. Just let your hands wander, travel. One of the themes of this moon is self-worth. So really bringing that worthship to your own body, to your own heart. And then take a few moments to begin moving just in a way that you would like to move. Maybe it's in little circles to greet your spine. Yeah, maybe it's little side stretches. Before my guidance and my suggestions, honor where your body and what your body wants to naturally do. Just taking this self-worth into embodiment, literally, in action. And remember, when I talk of letting go and release, I, in the simplest form, talk of breath, exhale. So let the intelligence of the exhale take care of what it is that you're letting go. Extra density in the body, in the heart. And just a few moments, maybe it's cat-cow that you'd like to go to, maybe some neck rolls. See where your body naturally wants to be nourished. Authenticity, that inner truth. And then we begin to find that stillness. And I'd like to invite you to bring that word, that one word, to your field. That virtue that is relevant for you today, the intention of being here. And we're going to start with a breath, a pranayama called chandra bhedana. It's for honoring the full moon. So we're going to do an alternate nostril breathing, and it's going to be focused on the left side. So what it looks like is going to be inhaling 4 counts through the left nostril. We're going to bring our thumb towards the right nostril and ring finger to the left. You can either bend the 2 fingers, the middle and the pointer, or you can put them into middle of your eyebrows. Explore which one feels energetically better for you. And then once you settle into that, before we begin the alternate nostril, just taking your respective moment to settle here. Let's take a deep breath from both of the nostrils. And exhale, open the mouth, sighing it out. Another breath through the nostrils in. And sighing it out. And one last one to prepare, breathing in. And exhaling it out. And soften the face, chin parallel to the earth, nice, strong, straight spine. Go ahead and close the right nostril now. And through the left, we inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause in the middle of the eyebrows. And then go ahead, close the left and exhale out of the right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now go ahead and close the right. Inhale through the left. 4 counts in. Suspend at the top for 2 counts. And then switch, exhale through the right. 4. Or even longer if you wish. Inhaling through the left. Suspending in the middle. And exhale through the right. Sometimes if I feel congested, I separate with the help of my finger the meaty part from my nostril and inhale. Pause, rest in between eyebrows at the base of your nostril and exhale through the right. And let's just keep going like that, inhaling. Resting in between. And this time, go ahead and make your exhale longer. Until your exhale completes, and then go ahead, inhale through the left. Pausing in the center, vision, exhale through the right. And can you relax into this, inhaling through the left. The feminine. And exhale through the right. 5 more rounds, just like that. Breathing in from the left. Pause in between the eyebrows, hold the vision. And exhale until your breath is no longer there. And in your quiet, three more times. And after your last And breathe through the nostrils, both of them. Pausing at the top for a gentle moment. And then returning to your breath. Beautiful. Just let yourself feel that. What just happened for you? What are you noticing in your body, heart, mind, energy? Beautiful. And we just begin to bring our awareness to our liver, gallbladder. It's this spring energy in there indeed, this beautiful emerald green. We're gonna inhale, spread the palms away, inhale, taking all of that chi, and then pulling down the heavens right towards our liver, giving it a nice big rub on our right side. Inhaling again, bringing all of that chi from the earth, from the rivers, from our mountains, from the full moon, and then bringing all of the elements here to nourish our wood, to nourish our internal trees, and allow this virtue of forgiveness, letting go, to just grow there. And one more time, inhale. And with exhale, what gets held too much is excess anger, excess irritability in the liver, just holding on to resentment. We all have that. We all have moments of that. So just collecting all of that. And what we're gonna do now, we're gonna collect, kind of like you're collecting, exactly, you're collecting some kind of like a thread. And then we're gonna inhale, pull it out, and we're gonna go, give it to the earth. Beautiful. Inhale. Reach. Exhale, pull down. Inhale, collect from the liver. Anything that holds excess anger, excess resentment, some old stories goes way back, or the new ones that's happening all around right now that we cannot stand. Just holding it, and excess that holds us back within our ability to shine. We inhale and we exhale. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, bringing all that energy again, honoring the times that we hold the anger, honoring the times that we hold the irritability, trusting the intelligence of that energy when it is appropriate for us to use it as a fuel to stand in our alignment, in our truth. But when it's too much, it can burn, just like the wood. So we inhale, collect it, and exhale, give it up. Beautiful. And then let's take one fresh chi, pulling down the heavens, pulling down that beautiful full moon energy. Just imagine that silver light protecting us, our Wei Qi, our protective shield. And then go ahead, this time, for a moment, we're gonna actually lay on our backs before we stand up. We're gonna ground all this energy, so please come onto your backs. Take your knees onto your chest, and just let your back, let your spine, your kidneys feel the earth. Yeah, you want to maybe wiggle your feet up, wiggle your toes. Breathe deeply, and again, releasing. That's one of our themes, to find a stability. Letting go, forgiving, so that we can find more clearly the values and the virtues that align with ourselves now. Beautiful. Then we're gonna take our knees to our chest, open the arms, kind of like palms towards the earth, touching the earth, inhaling here. And together we're gonna just turn the knees towards the right side, towards the liver. Your knees can come towards the armpits a little bit. Nice little twist. Gaze to the opposite side. Breathe in, come back to the center. Exhale to the opposite side, giving it a nice little twist to our spleen, also here, to our earth. Breathe, center. Now we're gonna synchronize to 4 counts. Inhale, 4. Exhale to the right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, center. 4 counts. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Now inhaling 4, and as you exhale 4 to the right side, you can turn your gaze to the opposite side if you wish. Get a nice little squeezing the internal towel. Some twists to detoxify, begin to cleanse, and just keep going like that. 4 counts in, 4 counts out. Count for yourself. The idea here is calming the mind chatter by giving it a nice rhythm, nice momentum. Soft face. Each side one more time on your own. And then we're gonna find the right side wherever you are. The next time you're on the right side, just gonna rest here. You can bring your hand to your thigh if you like, to your knee. Just find a nice little cozy moment to rest. You can even put a blanket in between your thighs if you wish. Yeah, however you like to take a moment to connect with the earth and breathe. Earth is our biggest ally for our stability, for our grounding, for our earthing, literally. So notice how she is holding. Take another breath here. You may sigh it out. And then go ahead, switch sides if you wish. Or you can do a unique way that your soma asks to be grounded. Just another few minutes here. There might be crackles and pops in your back. Letting the air out, breathing into that. Again, if you like to give yourself a little self-massage, your hand over your thigh, maybe a blanket in between the thighs. For the next 3 breaths here. And then come back to center. Go ahead and bring your knees towards your chest, and you can rock yourself back and forth if this feels nourishing. Otherwise, you can come to your side and begin to rise. But we're just going to kind of massage the spine, lower back, upper back, mid back, all the way till come up. Yeah. And then before we rise up, we just take a breath here. Again, find the stability. Look, in these moments of transition, how can we gather our most stable, most centered essence? Connect with the earth, 1 breath, and then when we're ready, go ahead with your support, however you like to rise. Maybe it's very slow, vertebra by vertebra. Maybe you want to just rise up like pulling down the heavens. Notice, how do you do it? How do you like to rise up today? But when you do, go ahead and look at your feet, separating them about shoulder distance, bending our knees, and yeah, let's give ourselves a big hug. And then pulling down that full moon into our system, and just notice the alignment. See how your spine is beginning to just sit over your hips, your shoulders, your chin is parallel to the earth. Open the palms, open the shoulders. Take a deep breath and exhale. Just let it all hang for a moment, shaking. Let your shoulders join if you like. It can be a fast, vigorous shaking, or it can be very gentle. It's really how you're feeling to express in this moment. Most important is that we breathe. Yeah, nice twists perhaps. Get into your spinal fluids, opening up our central nervous system. Yeah, you're welcome to tap yourselves. If that feels good, good, David, yeah. I like what David is doing, actually. You were kind of going there too, Devin. It reminds me of these little Indian toy drums. This one is called actually knocking on the door of heaven, because kidneys are considered the doors of heaven. So let's do that. Let's knock on the door of heaven and shake, breathe. Okay. It's technological. Friends are talking to us. Okay, so when I count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, in a moment, we're gonna make the sound shoo with an exhale and hold it in our liver. So just keep going a little bit more faster just to create that chi. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold, inhale, exhale, shoo, and hold your liver. And just bringing in this inhale, imagining this emerald green like the trees, healthy, vibrant trees to our wood element. Breathing in and exhale, let go. Beautiful. Go ahead, open your shoulders a little bit this time. Bringing some opening, breathe in, back, yep, exactly. Opening the meridians here. Take a breath. Go ahead, do it the opposite side. Beautiful, few rounds here. And then go ahead, hold your Dumai, your ancestral hip circles. We're just gonna bring all of that beautiful chi to circulate here, breathing in, breathing out. Even your kidneys, even your spleen benefits alongside your liver. Go to the opposite side. Beautiful. And then come back into your stability. Notice what makes you feel stable. I like to lift up my 10 toes and come to the 4 corners of my feet and then lift them back down again as I bend my knees. That makes me feel really stable because then it aligns my hip bones to my shoulder girdle and I open from that place. Take a deep breath, pulling down the heavens. Beautiful. Right foot forward, left foot back. Finding the stability. We're just gonna go into little twists, warrior 1 twists. And today we're gonna spend a little bit more time in our 5 element flow. So it's gonna be longer in that, but first, just gonna squeeze the liver just a bit more. So right foot forward, left foot back, wiggle the hips. Yeah, get out of balance so you can find the balance. And then once you come to your stability, your hip bones are parallel to the earth, find that stability. Back foot, back thigh is also really contributing to that. And then you bend the front knee, tuck the belly in. This is your stability. Now we can express, inhale. And then we're gonna exhale, turn to the right. Beautiful. So I make this little rainbow-ish kind of thing with my arms like this, inhaling. And then I make like this little U, like a smiley face, yeah. So bend your front knee a little bit, Devin. And then your back foot comes a little forward. It's also 45 degrees a little bit, just for your unique, there we go. Well, we come back, there we go. So front knee bending every time we exhale really helps with the stability. There it is, yeah. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more times, just like that. Pumping it up, plumping it up. Beautiful. Exhale and pause here. Take a deep breath. Inhale, coming back, and exhale, step forward. Beautiful. Inhale, pulling down the heavens. Exhale, center. Find your stability. If you lost your balance, great. Now we know how to come back to our stability and balance, and we're gonna try it on the other side. So switching sides, finding that sweet spot, bending the front knee, engaging the back leg. Maybe you wanna open it up a little bit, maybe you wanna bring it closer, but really find that. Tuck the belly in, and then inhale. And then we turn towards the left. In, reach. Pump. The other side. Breathe in. The other left. Wait, did you switch your feet? There we go. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, we're twisting. Perfect. 4 more times. Perfect. I don't want you to be in balance. 3, 2. Let the breath do the work. And last one. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, let it all go. Inhale, reach up. And pulling down the heavens. One palm on top of the other, below the belly button. Feel your lower dantian, your powerhouse, your creative centers, reproductive organs, your womb. And breathe. Bring all of that chi here now. Beautiful. We're going to bring our palms together in the front and bend the knees. So looking at one point that doesn't move, we're going to inhale, come onto the tippy toes, and then exhale, come back. In, ex. Beautiful. Keep breathing like that. 5, 4, 3, send it down. 2, 1, and now big hug for me, thank you. And then exhale for you. Yeah, and cave in, bring those elbows down. Inhale, open. Exhale, hug yourself the opposite way. And come down. Once again, inhale, open. Exhale, opposite way. Again, open up. And exhale, this time go ahead. And if you want to forward fold, give yourself the time. Yeah, let your body again move in the direction that it would like to move. Fluid and free. Honoring this authenticity and truth and self-worth that is you. And give yourself just another moment before we all meet back up. Inhale. Exhale, pulling down the heavens, and pause at your lower dantian. Just pausing here. Let yourself receive. Beautiful. Now tuning in as we are about to step into our 5-element flow, just tune in to horse stance. Yeah, again, we find our stability. So whether you like to have your feet parallel or a little bit open, Where do you feel most stable? It's kind of like we're plugging like an avatar tail to the earth. And that tail, that string begins to rise and connects our byway, which is like the bindu, our North Star. So we're connected in this kind of a axis, heaven and earth. From that place, we bring our hands and we begin with our wood element, serving teacups. So we're gonna breathe. And exhale. Go ahead and begin to serve your teacups, and inhale. We're gonna gaze back, come as much forward as you like, and exhale over the head. And I'm gonna turn around just to be on the same side with you. Let's do the right side again. Inhale, exhale, serving the teacup. So I'm looking back, yeah, and then I bring it over with my head and forward. Beautiful, switch. So twisting happens here towards the liver, spleen, and then we look back. Kidneys get a nice little balance, and then exhale, bring it. Keep going. Try not to spill your tea. We just keep going like that. Soft face, soft heart, tuning into your liver, breathing out excess resentment, breathing in the quality of forgiveness. Quality of letting it go, not carrying it any longer, not making it a burden on ourselves anymore. Just calling the virtue in. We don't need to know how to do it. We're just calling it in, the intelligence of it. Beautiful. Yes. Serving it back, yes, and then go ahead, beautiful, yes. I invite you, if you wish, to use your healing sound of shoo when you're exhaling. Soft face. Moving like water, moving like warm water. Each side one more time. And gaze at your cup. Maybe you can look at your cup the whole time you're serving it. After you're complete, both sides, you just hold where we both started, holding our cups, and then transitioning just like that into dragon whips his tail for our heart, our fire. So we're gonna inhale, exhale, bring it to our heart, yeah. Inhale, exhale. feeding the fire. So palms towards the hearts. Yeah, just like that. Tuning into that dragon, that beautiful mystical creature that awakens the fire of our deepest, truest desires, which probably is corresponding to our dharma, our service, our purpose. It comes in the taste of this undeniable desire, healthy, nourished. So we're just going to breathe and stoke that fire, releasing, exhaling anything that is in frenzy, that is just ungrounded and all over the place. We just exhale that, and we bring in grounded kindness, compassion, joy into our heart. Dragon whips his tail. Keep breathing. Five more times. Just let yourself go with the flow, stoking the fire in the heart. This beautiful color of red. So the wood turned, given to the fireplace, and now we're beginning to burn that wood, digest it, and soon it's going to become ashes that fall onto the earth. Two more times, feeding the heart, whipping that. Beautiful. And then we're going to hold the chi towards the heart. So we're just moving from one to the other, holding that chi in the middle dantian, just like that, like you're giving yourself beautiful, David. Yes. Breathe in. And from here, we're going to move into the earth element, which is a diamond. So imagine those ashes turning into the earth. We're going to inhale, bring the thumb and the first finger up. And exhale, go for your diamonds, heaven to earth. Tuck your belly in when you rise up so you protect your lower back. And bend your knees as much as you need. And breathe to your sides. Let earth take care of your spleen. The sound is who, if you like to exhale with who anytime, that's really your choosing. Who. Beautiful. After this one, 3 more times on one side. Beautiful flow, you guys. Just being in the flow state. After the third, you're going to just linger on the earth for a moment. Say hello to the earth. Hello to the ashes, and then go ahead and switch to the other side. And anytime you need to pause, you need to rest, you need to give yourself a break, you get to do that. Just remember that. Beautiful. 3 beautiful more rounds after this. So now the ashes have fallen onto the earth. In time, they become hardened and they become mineralized. So we come back to center. And where we started back, we hold the chi by our lung centers. And we call in the metal element, it's like mineralized. So we're gonna inhale. Grief into kindness. Exhale, push with your hands. Yeah. Inhale. And exhale and bring it in. Beautiful. Inhale. The sound is s, if you like. S. And just feed your lungs with this beautiful cheese, releasing excess grief, that built up sadness or what you've been holding on to from that old story, and just making a possible space for a little more kindness, a little more understanding, a little more curiosity. Soft face. Let the pressure out like a pressure cook. Beautiful. 3 more rounds. Try it with your eyes closed if you haven't already. And one last time together. And then we're going to bring it back to where we started, giving ourselves this beautiful hug. Take a deep breath. And exhale, roll over the arms, back of the hands, touch. We honor our waters now. Our kidneys, the sound is chew. If you wish, we're gonna do a little fountain action. And breathing in the beautiful virtue of courage. Acknowledging where we are afraid at times, acknowledging where we hold fear. A very, very natural part of our human being and psyche, especially these days, and also choosing the courage of where it is that we want to put our attention. Beautiful. Tune into that beautiful fountain, the waters that clarify, that purify. Our blood being offered to the earth, our sweat, our tears, 5 more times, circulating. And we're gonna bring in just a moment, keep going, to our heart center. We're gonna actually finish it in the heart. So after this next one, we're gonna breathe into our heart. And the sound is ha. We exhale, ha. And hold here. Inhale, step in closer. And exhale, ha. Holding our middle dantian now. Inhaling. Ha. And just be here, nothing to do. Just tune in with your heart. Notice the beating. And then go ahead, bring your feet a little closer, like you're zipping, because literally we're gonna zip this energy up. And then exhale, bring both of your palms to the center of, kind of close to your creative centers, your reproductive organs. And then we're gonna inhale, bring alignment, right? From the crown, from the cosmos, and our vision, to our speech, to our action, to our feelings, all the way down. And inhale, switch. exhale. Switch. And one more time. And go ahead and one palm over the other. Ladies, we have the left on top, and David, you have the right on top, and we just hold for a moment. Take a deep breath here. And root down, notice the earth beneath. And then just notice this full moon, like a beautiful silver lit full moon beyond your crown, just in the skies, resting there with all her glory. And as you're tethered and anchored through your feet, you're gonna go ahead and hold that full moon. Literally just imagine you're holding the full moon. Elbows are gently bent. And your palms are just caressing and holding this moon. Let it shine over you. The wisdom. The moon is associated with a lot of the mind chatter at times, so we get to give it a rhythm to calm it. And the yoga, hatha. Hatha is the sun and the moon, the balance of that. Yin and yang, a balance of that. And so bringing this moon energy into our places that may need a little more calmness and settling, taking a breath in. Just be with it for a moment. And then we're going to literally bring that full moon towards our torso, heart here, right in front. We're gonna inhale, expand the chi. Exhale, condense. Inhale, expand the chi, get big. Exhale, get small, condense. 5 more times. Until your chi becomes so tiny in between your palms that you can put them like a little pearl. Put the full moon into a little pearl after this third one, and literally imagine this little silver lit pearl of that word, your intention, the virtue of that word that you have chosen for your practice today. And if you haven't, this is a beautiful moment to do so. Forgiveness, presence, joy, beauty, release, whatever it may be, holding this here, breathing into your palms. And then we plant it to our lower dantian, just below the belly button. Lower towards our creative centers, and we hold. Take a breath in, and as we exhale, we bow forward to each other, honoring each other, bowing to ourselves, honoring the teacher within, and honoring the space that we practice. And then you may stand. It is that time, friends, to get your cozies and find yourselves resting for your final rest and meditation. So we're going to go into a little rest, but then I will guide you through a little full moon yoga nidra here. Bolsters underneath your thighs are welcome. Blankets, pillows underneath your head, eye pillows, blankets over yourself. Really get yourselves propped up. And once you find yourself arriving to the earth. Take that nice deep breath from the tips of your toes to the crown of your head, and releasing, letting it all be, just resting under the full moon. There is a deeper understanding and a deeper acceptance for every person, everything, and every situation. It is universe's and our prayer and peace lies in sharing it in any possible moment. Just beyond acceptance and forgiveness lies freedom and the peace beyond understanding. It's from the words of George Bertelstein from Clear and Simple Prayer. For a few moments, I will leave you here with the wisdom of Ram Dass, sharing a beautiful passage as you just allow yourself to completely release. Nothing to do but to receive.
Judgments and opinions of the mind be judgments and opinions of the mind, and you exist behind that. So. It's really time for you to see through the absurdity of your own predicament. You aren't who you thought you were. You just aren't that person. And in this very lifetime, you can know it. Right now. The real work you have to do is in the privacy of your own heart. All of the external forms are lovely, but the real work is your inner connection. When you meditate, if you truly open your heart, just quiet your mind. Open your heart. Quiet the mind, open the heart. How do you quiet the mind? You meditate. How do you open the heart? You start to love that which you can love and just keep expanding it. You love a river, you love a leaf, you love a flower, you love a cat, you love a human. But go deeper and deeper into that love. that which is the source of the light behind all of it. You don't worship the gate, you go into the inner temple. Everything in you that you don't need, you can let go of. You don't need loneliness, or you couldn't possibly be alone. You don't need greed because you already have it all. You don't need doubt because you already know. The confusion is saying, I don't know. But the minute you are quiet,